Alright, what's good everybody? We're back with another video, and today I got for y'all another best rep method. But before we hop into the gameplay, I gotta show you guys a couple of steps that you gotta take before you get into the game. So first things first, make sure that you're playing point guard if you're not already a point guard in this game. So for this to actually work correctly, you gotta make sure that you're taking down the minutes of every other point guard on the roster down to 0. So that way they don't switch y'all while you get in the game, because it won't stay like this if you have minutes for any other point guard. So I have Lonzo Ball on my team, but I took away all his minutes and every other point guard on the team. Alright, so that's first things first. Now next, a couple of you might recognize this play from my last method. Now in my last method, this play was kind of like the main thing that you were doing. Now you're just using this to still gain rep whenever you can't shoot your threes. So make sure you have this play, quick elevator rip, available. Now it says it's a 3-point play, but the way you cheese it is for oops. So when you cheese it for oops, you're getting points for lobs and posterizer. All right. So unlike my last method, this method is pretty much solely for players who can, one, catch oops, shoot limitless threes, and break ankles, because you got to be able to get open. So you may not have to, I guess, exactly break ankles, but you got to get open for limitless threes. And you need double move scores as well. All right, so basically what you're doing is you're hitting around, like, you're hitting at least 2 moves to get your double moves to score, and then you're doing a limitless 3. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna show you guys how to cheese the play. If you do need a deeper description of how to do it, I'll leave a link to my last best rep method, because I went into way more, I guess, description on how to do it in that video. But for this one is mainly about shooting limitless threes. So for all my other sharpshooting shot creators out here, this will be a great method for you. For any sharpshooting playmakers, or just, I guess, a playmaking shot creator will work too. There's probably a couple other things. Maybe a regular sharpshooter or a shot creating sharpshooter, because I know those can still break ankles. I've seen stretches do it and stuff like that too. But anyways, basically what you're doing is you're doing 2 moves, and then you're doing a step back, like a 2K17 pop out move is what I call it, and then you're pulling the 3. Now in this game, I was playing against the little rival that from my career, so he plays tough defense. So don't force threes when he's playing that defense on you and you know you can't get open. That's when you're gonna go to the alley-oop play, and then after that, then if the shot's there, then go back to shooting the limitless threes. Alright, so what I would like to do, like you'll see in a couple of these clips, I like to do a crossover left to right, right to left, and then after that I go to the behind the back. So that's my 2 double moves, and then I go to the step back or to the pop out, and then I shoot the 3. Or you can spam up a bunch of behind the backs like that just then, and then do the step out and then shoot the 3. Alright, so also sometimes you're gonna find an open 3 without having to do those moves. So if it's there, go ahead and take the 3, because basically what you're really going for is 30 limitless threes by halftime. All right, so with this method for this game, I got around 72,000, and I only played till halftime. So I play on 12-minute quarters, so that's what, 24 minutes, and then you play that twice. Say, I guess, all the extra fouling and stuff like that, it's a 30-minute game if you play till half. Look, you do that twice, that's 140K in an hour. So this is a really good method for a lot of people. Plus it makes you feel like it makes it feel less tedious when you're not playing the entire game. Now I did do this method playing an entire game, which I tried to, but if you're blowing them out too much, then you don't get to play the 4th quarter, and I still got 90K in 3 quarters. So it's up to you guys whether you want to play the whole game or not, or at least to the 3rd, but I think it's better to just hurry up and get out of there, because you're only getting an extra 20K for the 3rd quarter that you play. So like I said, guys, and basically what you also want to look out for is finding a weaker matchup to really shoot these threes. So like when that little matchup guy from my career gets out the game, and you have somebody like Patty Mills guarding me who's not a good defensive player, that's when I was looking for my limitless threes. Now, quick tip of advice, in the 2nd quarter of games, I'm not sure why, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like they try to make you miss more often. I'm not sure what the reason is or what, but to start off the 2nd quarter, that's when I went to the oops, because the threes were not there. I'm not sure why. I'm in my 3rd season, so I did have a creative player guarding me, and he was kind of clamping up. So after I shot a couple oops and stuff, he kind of backed up off me, and then that's when I went back to shooting the threes. Another thing, when you get steals like this on fast breaks, make sure you throw lobs to yourself off the glass, because that does count for your lob passes. And then if somebody contests, you will get a posterizer for, even if you really don't dunk on them. So that's another important tip. But like I said, if you have an open three there, make sure that you just shoot the ball. So on a couple of these plays, you'll see on inbounds or on fast breaks, they get the rebound, streak. As soon as they get the rebound, streak. I don't go for boards or anything like that. And a lot of times, even if they're inbounding the ball in a, like the other team scores and they inbounded the ball, just go down there and shoot it if you have an open shot. Because sometimes if you try to spam a couple double moves here and there, then you're not open, and then you shot a contested three and you're not going to get a good percentage of rep for it. So you also have to keep that in mind, even though you're going for these 30 limitless threes, that the percentage that you make also counts on, or depends on how much rep you get. So you gotta make sure that you're making a decent amount of them. So I have a great release. I know my jump shot pretty well, and I tried to only take pretty good shots, or shots that I knew I would be able to take. So you see right there, that's another clip or example of how to do the quick elevator rip play. You're gonna hit the L1, call the play. You're gonna click the icon above your name, and then you're gonna try to cheese that oop thing whenever a three-pointer's not there. So you see here, it's only about a minute or so left. After you do that pop out, and as soon as your defender touches the ground, you gotta shoot. Sometimes he'll teleport back up, like on that last play, he kind of got up. But as soon as he touches that ground and you know he's down, you gotta shoot it. You can't hesitate, otherwise they'll get a contest. So you see right there, I played till halftime. Those are my stats at halftime, 110 points. And I sim, make sure you go to sim with VC, because if you don't, you're not going to get any my points, and you're not going to get no VC, obviously. So if you're up by 12, or I think you have to be up by 11 to do it, you'll win the game automatically. So you see 10 alley-oop finishes. That was like a 3,500. Limitless threes, almost 17K. Perimeter shots, 5K. Those dunks, almost 9. Dribble drive success. Make sure you get a great teammate grade, and I also got a pretty good bonus because I was playing a tough team against the Spurs. So if your matchup is too tough and you know it's not going to work, just sim that game. Don't do this method there, and play against a different team that still might be good, but you can still get a lot of my points. All right, that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoy this rep method, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.